the website. So we gotta adapt with the culture. Everything's digital. So if you have a website, on that website, you have the address, you have the testimonies, you have the clips of pastor preaching, and then that draws them in. You were praying about that, drawing the people in. But the thing about the website is it'll be good too for your future, for when you start that facility and you start doing that stuff. You can lead people to that. Hey man, this is my website. Go to my website. I have information on there, and then with that information, it'll give you more resources to this or that, to sober living, to the facility, to the men's home I have, to whatever. But the website I think is key, because also too, when we're passing out the flyers, rather than it just say the hours of the service, it'll have the website. Hey, if you want to know more about our church, bro, just look up the website. It's right here, centralphoenix.com. And then when they click on it and they see that it's people like us who can relate to them, that'll give them more inspiration to want to come. Right. Because it's hard to find a good church. It's hard to find a church that you can relate to. And so when people see that it's all of us from the streets and we're just like them, it'll probably make them say, you know what, I'm gonna go check it out today. Right. So I think the website is very huge on what he talked about. That I think that's a big part of it. And then with that website, you can then establish other resources, you know. And then the other thing I was going to say too was, I know you mentioned being at New Freedom, but maybe we can find a list of sober livings or group homes around this area. I know that there's one on the next street, on 17th Street.
They're giving me a list of all of them. So now when somebody comes in that's homeless, we can send them somewhere.
Oh, okay.
You know, so they as a matter of fact, they called me yesterday. They're like, and so they're like, hey, can you come to New Freedom? I want you to come and give a presentation. I want to know what your place is.
And I was just gonna say that, because even the sober livings around here, or the detox centers around here, you can go and say, hey man, or we pull up in the van and just say, hey man, this is us, this is our website, this is our church, we're right here. If anybody wants to go to church or anybody needs a ride, give us a call, look up our website. And then even, let's just say the lady at the front desk sees the guy, you know, when you're in a behavioral health or halfway home, you're walking around all bored on a Sunday, you're just like, man, I don't know what to do. Your family hasn't come pick you up. I've been there, you know? The lady could be like, hey man, this guy came in and dropped off some flyers, and then he'll be like, oh man, can you call them, see if they'll pick me up, you know? So the website I think is key, but also too, touching on these facilities that are in our area. What's that one called? Is it 17th Street and Indian School? Vogue. We can drop some flyers off there and be like, hey, if anybody, you know, is free on Sunday or Wednesday, if they need a ride. And then I'm sure there's other ones around, you know, but I think the website is huge, man. That's like gonna be the game breaker right there, you know. And then same thing with social media. If your wife has the TikTok, put little glimpses. You don't gotta put your whole sermon, just little glimpses, you know? Or even a snapshot of JoJo praying on somebody. Because when people see that, it's people like them, they're like, oh man, I wanna go check that out. Like, I wanna see what's up with that, you know? Because I think when people can relate to other people, it'll inspire them more to wanna go, like they fit in, you know? Rather than going to a church where there's nothing but white old people, and be like, I don't know if I'll fit in there, you know, and they won't go. But I think that's all it is.
Andy. What's up, brothers and sisters? You know this park right here, Pastor? I say we just keep on beating that park up with concert scenes out there, and you know, even if it's one person, you know what I'm saying? But that way they're like, oh, it's right across the street. And we just keep on giving the word of God and out there worshiping and glorifying the Lord, and that'll be our park, you know what I'm saying? Just go beat that whole park up, you know what I'm saying?
Right on, Jojo.